Well, notice that he talking to these Ephesians people to whom he tells them that to like them. And then gives them the information of Ephesians 2:6. Put Ephesians 2:6. In the first chapter it says to like them. And then he begins to talk to them because they are a church and says to them, look, and raised us up together and made us sit together in the heavenly places in Christ Jesus. Look, and raised us up together and made us sit together. But it looks like the Ephesians said, what is this guy talking about? Me in heavenly places, but my mansion is in the heavens. In the heavens? For you are already seated with him in heavenly places. That is the covenant position. Hey, look, there was Abraham's bosom. There was the place of the righteous. There was paradise, cloud of witnesses. Those are all terms of spirits coming out of the body that are in waiting. And the greatest goal is that it is all going to be here on earth. The meek shall inherit the earth. The righteous shall inherit the earth forever. However, in the meantime, we are in that battle because we live in an earthen vessel. And finally, in Ephesians 3:10, look what he says to them in Ephesians 3:10. To the intent that now the manifold wisdom of God might be made known by what? Through whom? Through angels. From the church, people with a body, to whom? To the principalities and powers. Where? Down here. This is where the powers are. People in authority, whether bad or good, are powers. And then, finally, although he told them all this, they understood nothing. Look at what he tells them in chapter 4, verse 14. That we should no longer be children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the trickery of men, in the cunning craftiness of deceitful plotting. These people, look, he told them, is that you are allowing yourselves to be dominated by the stratagems of the law, of Judaism, of all those things that Moses said. You are already a new creation. We are on another plan. We are seated in heavenly places. But even at that time, men were playing with their minds. Imagine today already, today they are even called churches. Latter-day Revival Church, although it is really a den of the devil. The Holy Mother Catholic Church, the only church, a tremendous den of thieves and devils. All these are religions that have hypnotized the world for years, which are, as Ephesians 5:14 says. Look how it says, Ephesians 5:14. Therefore, he says, awake, you who snore, you who sleep, arise from the dead. But if you have already been raised with him, be enlightened, and Christ will give you light. Notice everything he tells them. It's chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. Finally, he tells them, you have passed away. The law has caught up with you. Do you know how hard it was to get you out of where you were? It wasn't easy. Because don't you see, doesn't that seem to be the truth? It's like money. You go to use a bill and they mark it. Sometimes it's $100 bill and you see it marked to see what that little spot produces. Because they look alike. Everything looks alike today. The counterfeit banknote of the real banknote, they look alike. I used to make deposits from the ministry. At times, the cashier would point out that this bill is invalid and cannot be accepted for payment. No? In the church, did that happen? Someone gave it to someone else and deposited it, but it is false. That bill is no good. Well, deduct it from the deposit. And they looked alike. I swore I was depositing $20, but they were fake. And then people swear that's the truth. They have already been so brainwashed that they think the Latter-day Christian Church, the Latter-day Saints, Adventists on the other hand, and Jehovah's Witnesses on the other hand, and this is full of religions. This is the only thing that is not religion. There is no religion here. Here it is pure covenant, according to the gospel given to him who has eyes to tell. You need to be enlightened.